Joining us now from London is Maha Azzam, who is the head of Egyptian Revolutionary Council. Good to have you on the program with us. 7 years after the military coup that toppled Egypt's first democratically elected president, Mohamed Morsi, where is Egypt today?
7 years on, the Egyptians are suffering under a military dictatorship. The situation politically is one of a tyrannical regime that doesn't allow any freedom of assembly or freedom of expression. There are over 60,000 political prisoners. There is recorded torture in the prisons. There is forced disappearances. On an economic level, the military have a stranglehold on the economy, and 60% of Egyptians live under the poverty line, according to World Bank statistics. The Egyptian military has used its rank and file as fodder in Libya and in Sinai. The Egyptian situation today is critical. Sisi has not been able to deliver. He has created a situation that is dangerous even for Egypt's existence in terms of the deal with Ethiopia and the dam there. The Egyptians are suffering far more than they have ever suffered for decades. It's probably one of the worst 7 years in the modern history of Egyptians.
You talk about the unrest in Sinai. Sisi's supporters cling to his promises to restore stability and security there. How do you gauge his achievements so far?
Well, 7 years on, there remains not only a terrorism problem, which clearly he has not been able to deal with, but also the inhabitants of Sinai, the citizens of Sinai, have had their homes destroyed. Over 10,000 homes were destroyed. People were made homeless. Innocent people were killed. There is no development in Sinai. And we wonder whether what's happening in Sinai is in the interests of Egypt's strategic interests, or that of Israel. And it seems clearly that this ongoing crisis in Sinai is not serving the interests of security and stability for the Egyptian people.
We've seen reports of over a dozen journalists arrested in the past few days leading up to this anniversary. Where do you see Egypt heading in the next few years?
Clearly, we've had 7 years to go by. At the beginning of the coup, Sisi sold a lie to the international community that he was going down a roadmap to democracy. Democracies throughout the world, rather than stand with the democratically elected president of Egypt and the choices of the Egyptian people, backed the coup. But 7 years on, they can see what's happened. Political dictatorship, authoritarianism, unlike any that Egypt has seen before, except possibly during the Nasser period, economic crisis, and social, actually, disintegration. Egypt is in crisis, and the international community should wake up to not supporting this dictatorship. This is a recipe not for stability and security, but a recipe for disaster.
All right, and we are going to leave it there. Maha Azzam, thank you so much.